Hi, my name is Karunya and this is my game, Me Culture. Me Culture is an educational game that informs its users about the many different cultural aspects of different countries. Me Culture is intended for kids that are from 7 to 8 years old. So from the home panel, the users can click the instructions button on the bottom, and after they do this, it'll lead them to the instructions panel, and this contains all of the rules on how to play the game. So because my game is intended for a younger group of users, I made sure that the rules are very clear. Then the user can go back and click the home button. This will take them to the home page. So this is an example of a control structure used for decision making in my game, and it is a part of the code from the method add country. When the user clicks a button on the home page, the action performed method sets a corresponding Boolean value to true. Then it calls add country. Because of the if-else statements, the panel that corresponds to the button pressed is shown in the card layout. So now I'm going to talk about all the components of my game. So the first one is a J button, and the user can click a button to get to another panel. So this is a J text field, and the user can enter their name. After the user clicks the next button, there are radio buttons that have been added to a radio button group, so only one can be selected at a time. Then the user can click the next button, and there are many checkboxes which are used for answering questions, and there's a menu in which the user can click on any menu item to navigate through the game. After the user clicks all of the answers that they think are correct, they go to check my answers, and a pop-up image it basically used a timer for this. In my game, I used a menu that allows the user to go to other panels while they are playing the game. I created a menu bar that held the menu. Then, the menu items, which in my game consisted of a menu item that allows the user to go back to the home page, a menu item that allows the user to go back to the information page, a menu item that allows the user to go to the Learn Info panel, and a menu item that allows the user to go back to the previous panel. I utilized a menu as I felt that it was very minimalistic and didn't take up as much space as buttons would have done have that I chosen them. For the handler class, I added an action listener to all of the menu items, and those are the only ones that would have been clicked on and would cause change to the game. Then in my action performed method, I changed Boolean values so that different panels could be drawn. So after looking through my game, my evaluator A told me that I should add a point system. So what I did is for all of the J checkboxes that were selected, in the action performed method, I analyzed what the user entered and I gave them a score. So for my second evaluation, I actually asked two 7-year-olds, and they thoroughly enjoyed my game. But one thing they told me that they wanted to see was some sort of a congratulating message at the end of their game if they had gotten all of the points possible. And that's why I decided to add the pop-up image. And basically how it works is there is a timer, and while the timer is running, an image is drawn. So something else I wanted to mention is that I used border layout, null layout, and card layout. So the reason why I utilized border layout is to add buttons to my home panel. For the information button, I added the button using border layout.south. For the USA button, I added the button using border layout.west. For the India button, I added the button using border layout.north. And lastly, for the France button, I added it using border layout.east. I used border layout as I felt that it made my home page aesthetically pleasing and that it allowed my user to look at all of the options thoroughly and equally, as all of the options are equally important. So now this is just an example of the entire game played. Thank you for watching my video.